If you're a busy entrepreneur and the first thing to fall apart always is your nutrition, it's not that you're lazy, it's not a discipline issue, it's simply a structural and organizational issue. So here are 3 rules that you can start implementing as soon as tomorrow that are going to fix this issue. I work with clients all the time who are juggling work, travel, stress, family, all of these responsibilities that you need to be there for, right? And the key to it all isn't perfect nutrition, right? It's sustainable eating to give you that energy, to give you that focus that you need for all of these responsibilities and to be successful with your business. Rule number 1, which I believe is the most important one, is to build your meals around a protein anchor, right? And what I mean by that is you want to have that first thing. What am I going to eat today? The first thing you need to think about is what protein source am I going to choose today, right? Once you have that protein source, then you can start thinking about what carb source do I want to go with that? What are some fats that I can add into this meal to make it a little bit better, right? And you want that protein source, and that should be always coming first. Most people nowadays are not eating enough protein every single day, right? They go for the easy option, which is carbs. Let's think about breakfast, right? The cereal, the bagels, all of these carbs that are so easy to grab, scarf down in the morning, get some quick energy, and then go out for work, right? But that's the problem. And that's what we need to fix here. So instead of going straight for the easy option, we need to start thinking about what is my protein anchor. And then again, what carbs and fats can I throw along with it? And this way, there are so many combinations you can choose from to keep variability in your diet, meaning that you don't have to be eating the same meal every single day. This way, you can switch it up, but keeping the same structure of having that protein source first. So every meal you want to be asking yourself, what is my main protein source, right? After that is established, then you can figure out what carb source can I throw in to make this meal more enjoyable, right? If it's ground turkey, beef, chicken, whatever, maybe you have some rice, maybe pasta, maybe some whole wheat bread, right? A natural, clean carb source. And then what fats can you also throw in? And fats, that's obviously only 15 to 30% of your diet every day, right? So you don't have to be having some clean fats every single meal. But again, around that 15 to 30% is how much you should be adding in per day. But this first rule alone is, like I said, the most important, right? Even if you just decide to switch and implement this one rule today out of the 3, this will make the most impact on your health. Moving on to rule number 2, we want to remove as many excess decisions as we can. Again, let's keep nutrition as simple as possible so that you can get the nutrients you need. You're not spending so long preparing and eating these meals. You get the meal in, you get the nutrients, you get the energy, then you get right back to work. Very efficient, very effective. Some ways you can reduce the amount of decisions you're making and to avoid everything falling apart on you early are as follows. First off, the meal that most entrepreneurs ignore and skip is obviously breakfast, right? And some people can go all morning until even afternoon till they eat a meal, right? And that's just, I can't do that. I love my breakfast, but you have to structure it so that you're not consuming highly processed, a lot of sugars in the morning. You can't do that. That's going to spike your insulin levels right from the get-go. We don't want that. So to avoid that and to reduce all of the decisions, you want to brainstorm a couple of quick on-the-go meals that take less than 5 minutes to prepare that are going to give you the energy you need right from the get-go in the morning, and you can get straight to work. Easy meals like yogurt and granola, oatmeal and berries or other fruits, or even a smoothie. That's exactly what I do every morning. A smoothie takes me 2 minutes to blend. I can actually start work while drinking this smoothie, right? Hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. And again, I'm getting the energy that I need and that I want personally right in the morning. I'm avoiding any excess decisions, right? 2 minutes, blend it up, get the nutrients, get to work. Avoiding that process of thinking too much leading to you not eating anything at all or going for the easy, unhealthy option is what we want to avoid and could be the reason that you may be so dependent on caffeine or caffeinated drinks in the morning. And another amazing tip in this second rule is having the same grocery list every single week, right? I see a lot of people, they walk into the grocery store and they don't really have a specific plan, right? Yeah, they maybe know what they want in their head, or know what they need to get, but without a plan, without it being written down on a piece of paper or simply on your phone in the Notes app, right? Again, make it as simple as possible for you. Without doing that, of course you're going to go for those temptatious options. You're going to buy what you don't need. And that's, again, what we want to completely avoid. So having that same grocery list is going to help you be more consistent every single week. You walk into the grocery store, you know exactly what you're getting, how much you're getting, and then you get out without any unnecessary thinking or wasted time spent in the grocery store. And remember, you don't need those intricate gourmet dishes that are going to take so long to prepare and eat. We want simplicity and efficiency, a system that you can follow that is going to help you stay consistent even during the busiest of weeks. And lastly here, moving on to rule number 3, eat for performance, not perfection. Now, it all sounds so easy after hearing the first 2 rules, right? Have that protein anchor, reduce the decisions you're making, and keep things as simple as possible. But let's come back to reality, right? We're human, we make mistakes, and some days you're gonna go off of the meal plan. You're gonna have that indulgence. You're gonna have a bad meal, right? And you can't let that completely derail you for the rest of the week or for the rest of the month, for example. One bad meal or indulging in a craving that you may have had, that doesn't mean you have already failed, right? That just means you are human and that you are trying to improve. So again, if you have a bad meal, even though you're trying to eat healthier, just remember that that is not failure. You're still trying, you're still learning, and it's going to improve and get easier over time. And an easy way to think of it is the 80-20 rule, right? What this is 80% of your diet and nutrition every single week should be clean, high quality whole foods, right? You want to be looking again at that high quality protein source, that protein anchor, high quality carb sources, and then of course, high quality fat sources, which may be a bit of a problem just because there are so many trans fats nowadays. But I'll tell you right now, some healthy fats that are staples for me are any type of nuts, right? Almonds, cashews, peanuts, those are pretty good. A little bit high in calories, but those have some great healthy fats. My number 1 is avocado. And my second is actually olive oil. So you can throw those in as some healthy fats along with the high quality protein and carb sources each week. But again, that should be 80% of your diet each week. The remaining 20% can actually be the foods you like, the indulgences that you may be going for in terms of cravings, right? It doesn't have to be like you are on 100% healthy. You don't eat chocolate anymore. You don't eat sweets anymore. It doesn't have to be like that. Right? Let's be honest. If you have an amazing week, Monday through Saturday, you eat so healthy for 3 meals every single day. And then on Sunday, you kind of fall off a little bit. You get a little bit comfortable. You're with the family. You have a little bit of an unhealthier dinner. That's okay. That's not going to totally derail you for the whole week. It's not going to eliminate what you have done the whole week prior. Having this mindset and this structure following the 80-20 rule, right? This is going to help you so that you're not striving for perfection. You're just striving for performance and improvement. And like I said, I promise you, if you eat amazing, high quality whole foods, a healthy diet all week, and then on Sunday you decide to eat a cookie or something, that is okay. That means nothing compared to the greatness that you have followed all week with your nutrition. So there were the 3 rules that you can start following to have a healthier diet as a very busy entrepreneur. Again, we want that simplicity and efficiency. But I also wanted to leave you guys with a quick bonus rule. And this quick bonus rule is to start tracking your calories. You're not going to want to, but using simple apps like MyFitnessPal or MyNetDiary make it easy to track the foods that you're eating every day. Again, you're not going to want to do it. It's going to seem pointless until you start tracking consistently and you go through on what you've been eating on a daily or weekly basis, and you're going to realize what you've been actually consuming. You know, the excess sugars, the sodium that your body doesn't need, the excess fats, again, that your body just doesn't need or want to digest. You're going to see all of that crap, and it's going to help you improve your diet further for the future going forward. And like I said, MyFitnessPal and MyNetDiary, these are the 2 that I have used in the past. I currently use MyFitnessPal, but both are very, very great and make it easy to start tracking your meals. All you have to do is input the food you ate in the little search bar on either apps, or you can also scan the barcode on any food packaging and the app will know exactly what food that is. And again, that makes it just twice as easy to track things. So if you've been busy but have been wanting to improve that diet and have a healthier lifestyle overall as a busy entrepreneur, make sure to follow these 3 simple rules. That first one, having that protein anchor. The second, removing any excess decisions. And that third one, the simple 80-20 rule. And if you're potentially in a more specific situation as an entrepreneur struggling with low energy and excess body fat, and it just can't seem to improve, make sure to check out exactly what I can potentially do for you. I'll have all the links of what I do in the description of this video and in my bio on YouTube. So make sure to check those out. Make sure you guys follow my Instagram. That's where I'm most active. But I've been loving these YouTube videos, the long form content. I can explain obviously much more, go into much more detail, and connect with you guys on a deeper level. So I've been enjoying these YouTube videos. Make sure you guys, of course, subscribe, like, comment, anything else that you want me to cover in the next video, and I'll see you in the next one.